Hello, my people. Good day to you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to me, thank you for every single day that you're tuning in into this daily mind shift. My name is Michael Lujola for Mindset Transformation Africa. And on today's episode, I want us to ask ourselves this question, and I want you to please answer this question carefully and answer them most importantly truthfully. Let me anchor today's episode on this statement. Are you happy or are you just distracted from sadness? Are you happy or are you just distracted from sadness? That is the question that I want you to take a moment, pause. 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15, 30 seconds, or the whole rest of the episode, you might pause it and just use today to think about this. Are you happy or are you just distracted from sadness? In the hustle of life, in this hustle and bustle of beauty that we call life, it's easy, in my opinion, it's easy to fall into the trap of distraction. We often use various means to avoid confronting our inner feelings, confronting what we truly feel. But does this actually lead to lasting happiness? Does this really make us joyful, make us peaceful, make us happy? So today, that is what I want us to explore. The importance of self-reflection, the importance of emotional authenticity. The key word today is emotional authenticity and the path, I believe, to true happiness. So let me ask you again. Are you happy or are you just distracted from sadness? So today, the first thing I want us to look at, all right, let me just, I will just be talking as it comes to me, all right. The first thing I want us to look at is the pursuit of happiness, the human quest for happiness. Happiness is a fundamental human pursuit. Every single day, people pursue it. It is what we all desire. It is what we all strive for. It is all we all seek in our lives. That's why some people smoke weeds. That's why some people drink alcohol. That's why some people go to clubs. That's why some people go to church. That's why some people go to mosque. That's why some people sit down in their house. See, we seek this, we pursue this. We want to be happy. Nobody that you meet on the road today will tell you that they don't want to be happy. So that is the first thing I want us to think about. That's the first thing I want us to write somewhere, that we human quest for happiness. So, and in our pursuit of happiness also, we often gravitate towards pleasurable experiences. That we pursue happiness, yeah, but we also in the same vein, in the same thought, in the same action, pursue pleasure. We often gravitate towards pleasurable experience, whether that is through material possessions, whether that is through entertainment, or other forms of gratification. We pursue pleasure. And sometimes our pursuit of happiness is driven by the desire to escape, all right? By the desire to numb ourselves from feelings of sadness, from feelings of loneliness, from feelings of dissatisfaction. I stay alone most of the time. I like it. I've trained myself to be able to go through a whole day, a whole week, a whole month being alone. I've trained myself like that. So most people, if they say, Mike, where are you? I said, I'm home. They said, what are you doing? I said, I'm just chilling. Sometimes I'm reading. Sometimes I don't read. I will just be with myself without any music, with nothing. I will just be with me. Do you understand? Monitoring all how my thoughts are going, thinking about some things that have happened in the past, or some things that are happening right now in my life, or some things that I want to happen in the nearest future. So I'm just with me. Do you understand me? And they say, that's weird. You are not having fun. You are not a fun person. You are boring. Yeah, I think that's the word. That this your boring life. They don't like it. I get it. And I understand it. But until you've done or practiced what I've practiced, you won't know the peace and the beauty and the happiness and the joy that is when you are comfortable with being with yourself. Do you understand me? So some people numb themselves with the desire to escape, all right? They numb themselves from the feelings of sadness, from the feelings of loneliness, and from overall life dissatisfaction. And this is where the illusion of distraction comes into play, and how it deceives us. I will talk about one or two things about that. See, the mask of happiness is distraction. Distraction often serves as a mask for true happiness. We think we are happy, but no, we are distracted. We are not really happy with our lives. We are just distracted. We are on TikTok scrolling, laughing. Laughter is not happiness, it's just laughter, all right? It's not because you're happy, it's because you're laughing. Somebody cracks a joke, you're laughing at it. Distraction often serves as a mask for true happiness. Most people often appear happy on the surface, but deep down, they are struggling with unresolved emotions. They've masked happiness with distraction, and that will create temporary relief. Distraction often provides temporary relief from emotional discomfort, from some depressive thought, whether it is through binge watching TV shows or scrolling through social media feed, TikTok here and there, shooting videos, just recording themselves to post on WhatsApp channels or WhatsApp statuses and all that. Or some people involved in shopping, they just go spend money, keep shopping, whether it is their money or a credit card or their husband or their boyfriend or their woman friend's money. They just go there shopping and just using that to distract themselves. Some people just eat, overindulging in food. They just eat. See, these activities can momentarily numb our pain and provide temporary relief. That's one way distraction serves as a mask for happiness, and it now leads to this, what I call the cycle of escapism. Engaging in distractions often create a cycle of escapism where we continually seek external sources of happiness to avoid facing what we are going through inside, to avoid facing our inner turmoil. We engage in the cycle of escapism. See, there are downside to this distraction. That number one thing is it creates superficial happiness. Distraction-based happiness tends to be superficial. It's short-lived. It's not, before somebody will say, I'm happy now, in the next few moments they say, oh, what is happening to me? I'm depressed. Like, it's just superficial. It doesn't address the root causes of the unhappiness that we are feeling. And it also creates emotional suppression. Engaging in distractions often leads to the suppression of genuine emotions. It now makes it difficult for you to process and heal from the past traumas or sadness that is happening in your life. And it now pushes you to start depending on things, on social media, on drugs, on weeds, on alcohol, for you to be happy. Relying on distractions often to feel happy often leads to dependency and addiction, whether it is addiction to substances, like I said before, or activities, or some form of weird toxic relationships, whatever. You are distracted, you are now addicted to things like that. So this is what I will say. As we go today, you need to understand your emotions, all right? You need to self-reflect so that you'll be able to understand your emotions. You need to now heal and process very well. Confront your sadness, confront your unhappiness, so that you'll be able to heal from them, so that you'll be able to begin the process of healing and emotional processing. Find authentic happiness. True happiness often comes from a place of truthfulness, from a place of authenticity and self-acceptance. It's about embracing your emotions, both positive and negative. Embrace your emotions. That will help you to build resilience. It will equip you with the tools to navigate life challenges, so that you have grace, you have understanding, you understand yourself better. See, happiness that is derived from self-awareness and authenticity often leads to a sense of purpose, often gives you meaning in your life. See, this is what I want you to do. You need to, if you have to seek support for people. Don't be afraid to seek support from friends, family, or a therapist. All right, share your emotion with other people so that you'll be able to get valuable insight and comfort. Embrace vulnerability. It's going to be very important. As I draw this episode to a close, embrace vulnerability. Embrace vulnerability by opening yourself up to people, to other people, about what you are really feeling. Vulnerability is a path to self and personal authenticity. Do you understand me? And be compassionate towards yourself. See, be kind to you. Be compassionate towards yourself. You need to understand that sadness and discomfort are natural human experiences. Don't try to run away. Do you understand me? Do not try to run away. The pursuit of genuine happiness is not found in distraction or the avoidance of sadness. Let us talk tomorrow.